Ladies and gentlemen, today I've got a bit of an announcement to make. Despite the fact that I've spent years building redstone contraptions, and despite what some people say down in the comment section, I am not actually the best at redstone. Now, if we go back to the very early days of my YouTube channel, I'm talking the earliest of days, you may notice that I don't start off by making redstone videos. I had actually never used redstone when I first started creating Minecraft videos. It was only after, 9 videos that I thought, I'm going to make a redstone video. Just out of nowhere, I thought I'd make a redstone video talking about elevators. And then I found it fun working on the redstone contraptions in that video, so then I decided to make another redstone video, and then I made a few more of them, and then suddenly, just like that, I'd transformed myself into a redstone content creator. But here's the thing, I still didn't really understand how redstone worked. So even though I was making these redstone videos, I was actually learning how redstone worked as I was creating them. Now, this may seem like a really strange decision, and in a way it sort of is, but the way that I was thinking at the time is that this is my YouTube channel, and if people want to watch me learning redstone and showing them the things that I'm picking up, then fair enough. They're more than welcome to do that. So for example, this gigantic design for a 2x2 piston door is something that I created and showed people how to build. If people wanted to build it, then they could, even though the design wasn't exactly perfect. Now, the funny thing is that although I've improved significantly at redstone since the early days of my YouTube channel, the way that I actually create my videos is still fairly similar. I'm still kind of learning along, and I'm taking you along on the journey of me learning how to build redstone better. So I'm still experimenting, I'm still trying out new things, and I'm still improving all of the redstone designs. But throughout the entire history of my YouTube channel, even in the early days of making redstone videos, people have always been comparing. I remember when I started getting comments like these in the early days, someone would say something down in the comment section like, Mumbo is the best at redstone, and then suddenly all hell would break loose underneath. People would be piling in saying CMB Minecraft is far better, others would be saying FV Disco is the best, people would be saying Sethbling is better than all of them, Etho is the killer of everyone. Everyone would just start fighting, and that happens even to this day. The names are slightly different, but the mentality is still there. And what I want to make clear in this video is that none of it matters. You see, I take a look at someone like Ilmango, and they are obviously incredibly talented at redstone. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Ilmango knows all of the ins and outs of the game mechanics and can build some of the most advanced farms in the game. I mean, we all know that pretty much all of Hermitcraft's farms are designed by Ilmango. And then I take a look at someone like Cubehamster, who is not only incredibly talented at regular redstone, but also slime block based redstone, and that's what he's really been focusing on over the past few years, building some of the most ridiculous structures I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we've got self-building missile stations, gigantic walking robots, just incredible things that I would never even think of how to construct. And then of course we've got Sethbling, who is incredibly talented at command blocks and makes just, I mean, how do you even make a phone that has face cam in Minecraft? It just doesn't even add up to me how that would even function in this. It has me so lost. And then of course, last but not least, we've got Grian, who doesn't know anything about redstone. Why is he on this list? That must be some kind of mistake, sorry. Moving swiftly on, what should be clear from that is that everyone has their specialty. Everyone has their thing that they really like working on. Mine is kind of slightly silly, sometimes daft redstone contraptions, some of them having applications in survival mode, some of them not, but all of them are things that I personally really enjoy working on. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I will come up with something that's new and revolutionary and faster and more compact than the previous designs that have ever been released, but for the most part, I'm just here to goof around and have fun and create new things that I personally like. So my advice to people that are just starting out on redstone and want to know who the best person to listen to is, the answer is listen to everyone. Even the people who aren't being called the best, because they might offer up an interesting perspective, and who knows, they might have a few tricks up their sleeve as well. And my advice to someone that is looking to start up a YouTube channel, or perhaps you've already started a YouTube channel, is don't worry if you're not the best at the thing that you're creating content on. In fact, don't worry if you're not even good at the thing you're creating content on. In fact, don't worry if you have no clue what you're doing with the thing that you're creating the content on, because as mentioned earlier on, I certainly had no clue what I was doing when I first started making Redstone videos. As long as you're not going around saying that you're the greatest thing of all time and you're blowing it in everyone's face, as long as you're enjoying making the videos and you're enjoying sharing the content with others, then that's the most important thing. And sure, you're going to get people saying negative things down in the comment section. That's just guaranteed on YouTube. And of course, once you start getting some form of following, you're going to get people comparing you to other members of the platform. But you just have to ignore it, because the chances are you're the best at doing you, and people are going to find you interesting. So, in conclusion, I may not be the best at Redstone. I'm not going to be losing any sleep over that one. However, I am the best at doing my own thing, and I'm going to continue doing my own thing until I get bored of doing my own thing or something new comes along that I find more enjoyable. So if that means that I'm still building piston houses when I'm 75 years old, then so be it. That will be quite a nice life. But anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this slightly more rambly style of video. It was a lot of fun to create. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and standard filming channel stuff, link will be on the end screen. That's another one of my things.